This old switchboard could talk. Wow, your ears would sizzle. 1880. We take Alexander Graham Bell's invention for granted today. Perhaps we should. But isn't it incredible that millions and millions of people can talk simultaneously to practically any spot on Earth? In the beginning, back in the old days, the telephone was something of an oddity, to say the least. You'd pick up this receiver to see that the line was clear. Then you'd hang up and ring with this crank. Pick it up again and tell the operator what number you wanted. If there was anybody home, they'd answer and you could talk.
Hi there. What a wonderful time for you to drop by. You know, they're just setting up to shoot a scene of our new star, and I'd love to introduce you before they begin. Honestly, we're all just bursting with excitement about this brilliant new performer. We think this one will not only win every award, hands down, but it's just going to win the hearts of people all over the country. Come on, I want you to meet a great new star.
Oh, that's how I turn things off. Wait. Well, this is disheartening. Oh, there it is. For a moment there, wait. You know, this is just a perfect encapsulation of... Wait, hang on a minute. That's genius. So, tits... I have tits up on my main monitor, which is behind my game screen. And tits captures the mouse because of how I have that capture set up. So I can basically use that to Fair enough. How long does a knife stay in there? Hi Ace, how's it going? But yeah, so I can use that to capture my mouse to point at stuff. That's pretty cool. Tits up on your monitor, pervert, you don't... Sure. You know what I... Actually, I don't even know if you have a throwing system. Welcome in, Civils Up. You're doing well. Yeah, we were going to be playing Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare for the Star of Spooky Month, but then I decided, you know what? I'm tired, and that seems like a lot of work. I'm just going to go play Twilight Princess because enough people gave something approximating a play that response on the scuffed poll I set up that I'm like, sure. And then I realized that nothing was hooked up it anyway, so the justification didn't exist for that, and now we're here. Dazed, confused, and miraculously not... I was going to say miraculously not on fire yet, but here we stand corrected. Oh, you do have it. Nice. Yeah, it's such a small thing, but I really love how much it adds to a stream of the fact that you can throw things at people. I'm gonna have to remember, because I've wanted to add more needlessly violent things you can to throw at me. Like, definitely want to get bricks up on there. Definitely want to give people the ability to throw a brick in my face. Could just ask me. What, to throw a brick or something else? Genius with violent items. That is true. You are, for a self-proclaimed and insisted upon pacifist, you are very genius with ways to cause pain. Hey, pizza. Oh, stream got stuck on circle load. Yeah, Twitch is weird. For a site that aggressively doesn't work as often as it does, it's... yeah. And the bigger thing has been that I really... Oh. The Wii nunchuck is a little bit touchy. I know about the... Yeah, exactly, sure. I know about the dangers of the world. Right, rolling up with brick and toilet paper, don't unwrap you. Gross, but effective. Set it on fire, too. That's like the classic wombo combo. Nope. So I think it's shining through already, but... Oh, wow, that's just a flat-out game over. Wild. So I'm a bit tired today. Alright, well, let's try that again once more with less. Yeah, I think actually everyone currently in the chat right now has played or has been playing Metaphor, because I know that you've been playing it, Pizza. Syphils has been playing it, and Ace has also been playing it. And I swear there's something about those games that's like infectious, because I don't even remember who I was watching play it, but I was like, okay, maybe it's time to get into Persona / SMT type games. So I checked to see, because I had a bit of money left. Yeah, like the robot with heels. That That one scene, I'm like, oh, I understand why the party's whatever thing or giant stompy mech transport is known as the fastest one ever built, because all the other people have the foot designs that will just sink into the ground. No wonder they suck. Oh yeah. Near the end of Metaphor, 2 quests left, 6 followers in traction, then final boss. Dang. That is far. Because it's also been one of those games that I've noticed this thing where every time a game comes out and people get, and like everyone gets obsessed with it, it's like, oh, I've seen the start of this several times, but nothing beyond the start. Like I could probably do the start of the Silent Hill remake from memory, despite never playing the first Silent Hill, just because everyone seems to be on the apartment level. I 100% it, bar new game plus bonus boss, like 14 days to spare on stuff to... Oh, okay, that's actually really good to know, because one of the big things is that I know that those oh shoot, I've already gotten this chest. I forgot about that. Is that with the Persona games, I really don't like time limits in video games, but I've noticed that it's partially like a way to force you to keep going through the earlier dungeons, because I was watching someone play it and like he just started, and I noticed like, oh, he doesn't have a good way to restock MP, and like he knows too, because he was suffering without it, and it's a way to kind of make you go back, end the day, and take multiple attempts. Like I've never liked having a time limit. Even on games that are right up my alley, like Dead Rising, I could never play those just because I felt so pressured of make sure you do the next story thing or else your game resets from the beginning before the timer goes up. And I'm like, this, as fun as it is to be in a mall and have weapons like chainsaws duct taped to kayak paddles, I cannot enjoy this because I feel so pressured. Oh, this reminds me, I'm going to DM you about a game, just so you know. Alright, good to know. Oh wait, ad breaks exist. That's something I can do on an ad break. Nice. Refans do a very forgiving... Okay, that's really good to know. Because it only leaves one last problem I have with the game. That it's $70. That is the one thing that I look at and I'm like... I'm interested, but I'm not sure if it's enough to justify the $70 price tag on like my first. It's not really like Persona-like game. It's like the first Atlas RPG. Like all their games are like it. It's really efficient in getting stuff done because I never did anything like not follow a social stat related. Ran out and did every time. Wow. That is like that's not only impressive, that's optimized. That's like, I am here for one reason and one reason only. We are doing this as fast as possible. It's like, shoot, there's something. It was like a time travel game that pointed out that, yeah, by the end of this, the people just see one dude step out, perfectly solve all of their problems, and then just leave. Yeah, that lines up. From what I've heard, from what I've seen, it's really hard to do the first dungeon in a single day. Surprising off of memory, I was able to get every survivor except 2. Didn't notice on my first playthrough of Dead Rising. Look, yeah, there's a. Yeah. All right, get back here. Yeah, that was the other thing. There was just so many that you had to be absolutely perfectly efficient in that game to 100% it. And me, who bought it as just like a do nothing head empty game, is just. For it makes it easier because Yeah, that actually was something mentioned in the friend stream, that when he was starting out in the first dungeon, that someone mentioned, yeah, mage archetype on the hero and letting them get MP, just passively or gain MP, is really helpful for early stages. Interesting. Funny thing. Yeah, I think I saw my reaction to the first dungeon boss and stuff. Yeah, I vaguely remember, just because I think that was a day where I was listening to your stream at work, and at the end of it, I'm like, well, I don't know what I did. I kind of hardcore dissociated, and now a couple more web pages are done. So that's cool. Just walk back. A boss so unimpressive that you just can't walk past them. Oh, thought I felt a presence, but what a surprise to find a young human. What has come to me of you, and if Goron has faith in you, then your heart must be true. One of the 4 Goron elders, Goromoto. These names have to be puns. They just have to be. Or... because I don't know, there's just a vibe of them. Also, hey, Mecha. Deathclaw would like to battle. Mecha Deathclaw is out of usable Pokemon. You won $0. I feel like that's could be either one of us. Like, you know, when you just throw out 2 single team Pokemons that just know self-destruct and boom. But how are you doing, Mecha? I hope that you're having a good day tonight. Trigger metaphors to not break the enemy spawners, just exploit them for... Oh. Also, yeah, that makes sense. I remember permission to mention the thing. Yeah, sure. Oh, right. Right, I forgot that Ace has a video out today. I just watched it. It's pretty good. I meant to set up the bot. I meant to set up the bot to change your shout out message from that to Ace has a... Oh, hey, Ace, do you know that you have a video out today? But I forgot because I was playing web fishing. Which... Friend bought me web fishing, and that has turned into, like, a great... Oh, hey, cuckoo. A great, like, I don't know what to do, but I need to do something or else I'm just going to feel worse. But none of the games I have up right now that I've been playing are striking any joy. And then it's turned into a way, because the friend who bought it for me is really wanting a title that you get from catching like a golden bass or like a golden fish. I've caught 2 of those fish, one in like 30 minutes of playing. And now my goal is to just catch more to annoy her. Still don't know what... The best explanation I have of web fishing is it's like if someone looked at Animal Crossing and said, the fishing's good. Everything else I don't feel the need to keep, but I want to make a game of fishing. And also VR chat like social lobbies. That's pretty much it. It's a place to hang out. Pikachu's shock face like, I did? In all fairness, you are talking to someone who has legitimately forgotten things that he's gotten up to. So I can very easily imagine, because that has happened to me. Right, this way. Escape red, time tired, set of... First of all, same, also really tired. And also tired of 75-degree and above heat in November. Like, remember when Halloween was cold? That was the day. Those were good times. Because I was so excited today, because it was gray, rainy, temperature on my computer said 64. Like, oh, sweet. This is going to be, like, fall weather. There's going to be a breeze. It's going to be chilly. Walk outside, and I am sweating by the time I get to my car, because it's It's just warm. It was like a summer rain where it's all the humidity's bumping the temperature up. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah. Memory's the only credible thing about me. Yeah, I'm honestly a little bit envious about like good memory, because mine is weird, and I think it's just because of ADHD that the way ADHD brains are wired, it messes with memory a lot. It's like short term, not good. I can and have forgotten a lot of really easy things. Like when I went out to go vote today, I got to the place first, realized that I grabbed the wrong like proof of residence document because I had to re-register for reasons. And I had to leave and go back, like leave the line and go back home to grab the correct one. I go back and it's like only 20-30 minutes has elapsed between those. Had to check the map again because I forgot what district I was in. Like, it's just that bad, but at the same time, when playing these games and like going through things that either I have a prompt for or just randomly, if something hits an association, I can remember things that happened to me good 18 years? No, not 18, that's what... Actually, yeah. Like several years or decades ago. I have no idea how or why. It's a little bit annoying, but I kind of learned to deal with it. I feel like my mind just stalls and I don't realize I'm doing nothing. Yes, exactly that. That whole... Like, that's what I've been using web fishing for. Just when my brain is stalling, I'm like, okay, I could either sit here, do nothing, feel absolutely awful that I had that freeze for 30 minutes and just doom scroll social media, or I could do the same. I probably will still feel bad about it, but I'll have virtual fish. And I choose fish. I love doing that on that specific Switch. I really... the one thing that I really wish that they would change if they ever bring this to Switch is that for that one, when you're above them upside down, you have the option to just like insta-kill. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day, and thanks for stopping by and checking in. Thanks for getting lost in the first time. Usually just game streams to help with my anxiety, especially... Oh, for sure. That's another thing. Like, something external to manage anxiety is absolutely huge. Because I need to do this, but it's again of the weird things that I forget of, like... I can be looking at something for a long time and just think I need to do this with that. Like, whenever garbage or anything piles up, it's because I look at it, I acknowledge I need to take care of this, and then that's where it stops and ends. So, like, I've been trying to move my analog pocket, the thing I streamed Wario World off of, or not Wario World, Wario Land 4 off of, back over to my bedroom, because for the longest time I had started to try to train myself to use that instead of my phone, so I wasn't doom scrolling and was instead just playing a fun little game. Because, like, yeah, it's better to not use technology at all, but if you have that mental memory, it's better to use less harmful technology than to try and quit cold turkey, fail, and pick it back up. Doing all right. Working on some code with a student from another class, so I'll be lurking. Hoping you... Oh, thank you. I hope the code goes well, and best of luck with with group debugging. I've had some times in college where it was like on my first or second lab session ever, I had the lab aide, like the student lab aide, the professor, another professor who was just walking by at the time, and like, yeah, I think it was all three of those looking at my code, and we were all in agreement for one thing. I don't know what's wrong or how this isn't working. This should be fine. And then I found that I had put a small comma somewhere that it shouldn't be. Oh, dang, 10 times the mecha. Nice. Describing me exactly. No understand what I need to do. No matter how hard I try, I can't force myself to do anything. You might want to look into executive dysfunction. That's a technical term for it. That it's very common for ADHD that you try and start something, but it's really hard for you to actually get up and do it, even if you know that this is something that has to be done. And honestly, methods to motivate myself differ, but it's one of those things that knowing that, oh yeah, this is a thing, but it's not entirely my fault. It's just, there are some things that my brain is wired to have issues with. Like, just knowing that helps a lot. And I've even had it where things that I want to do, like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for a bit, going to check a few things on my phone, and then I'm going to start playing like this new game or something, or I don't know, do something that I was looking forward to. It's just freeze. So people talking about damage sponges in Velgarv, I'm doing so much damage the boss stopped taking damage quite noticeably fast, and they need to change what phase they're in. Sounds like the optimized build continues to go brrr, which is great. That I remember I had a similar thing with like the Witcher games. Of when I started out, I was having a really rough time, but I was also trying to do like put a couple points everywhere, and like, which doesn't really work. Then I pulled everything. Oh, also, side note, I have no idea why, but I find this specific room, and it's probably with all the fire archers, but this specific room I always found really cool. I think the other thing that I like is that Goron's Mines as a level, it starts with the very stereotypical fire and lava quote-unquote mining site, but then there's areas with water, which is understandable for a mountain. There's going to be springs, areas, there's like water pockets, and aquifer, or just it's pumped and piped there specifically to help with mining operations like fracking or hydraulic mining. And then there's an open air area in a cave system that feels like a cave system. So workaholic and can't dissociate. My brain gets no actual thinking time. Yeah, that's definitely a huge difference, because it's not entirely, but it is part dissociation, which is something that also happens to me. Of just sometimes I completely check out, and like that's kind of why when I say that, oh yeah, Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack is excellent music to dissociate to, I'm talking from experience. Hopefully when my work benefits kick in, I can start seeing appropriate. Yeah, for sure. I really hope that you have a plan that helps and is useful for specifically mental health, because I've had a couple that are annoyingly more useful for physical, and things like getting prescriptions or places that cover like the specific visits are a bit hard. Let's trade Ace. You have some of my mental dissociations. We can take a mental break. Take some of your ability to start tasks. Yeah. Is that's something that I've kind of been thinking passively about, like swapping mental illnesses for people. How much of that is going to end in just both people having an absolute awful time? Just because I'm sure, I am absolutely certain that there's a dozen things that I do or reasons that I act and behave the way I do that are built entirely because they help me manage all of my hot nonsense. And that swapping with someone who doesn't have that just resistance or knowledge, it makes me wonder how that would go. Yeah, after the law assignments, for sure. Or maybe that gets traded too. You know, make sure he has enough tasks to do. Give him some law to work on. Don't think there's anything down there. So many effects at this level. Freezing arcane bombs, 3 arcane bomb stacks, like 7 fire electric stacks has. Cheaper blast spells, arcane bombs from abilities, including the big AoE lightning field strike. Wait, Dragon Age Inquisition was the one that had a grenade, a quote-unquote grenade or magical bomb that was called Jar Full of Bees. I remember it because the final upgrade was ... and some wasps. Which that item alone has done so much psychic damage to DMs because their players noticed that and said, hang on, we've got jars. We can find bees. Ooh, Gorobizo. These have to be puns. But the most I can think of is chorizo. Where I'm getting my friends into 40. Yeah, that explains the tabletop simulator talk. As a dangerous plastic addiction. Although I do... shoot. That reminds me that Darktide got an update. What? I don't know if it was just that in terms of story, the unit that your character's attached to got a new commissar and some reinforcements, or if they added a commissar class. Because I think the veteran sharpshooter class, they have a support class that I've always referred to as Commissar Light. Notice in the Discord that you can pick... Oh, I was probably disassociating when I read that. You can pick up a potion grenade belt that applies bee status on that. Oh, so you can put bee... Wait. I hope my DM is listening, because he mods for me, and there's sometimes, and him and some of my DM or D&D groups are sometimes around. I hope he's listening when I say that. Does that mean you can put bees in all of your potions? Yeah, Veterans Middle Routes Commissar Light. Gotcha, sick. Oh, for sure. I've only seen like a handful of tasks, and I'm like, how? Just how? So I love this dude. He's just so heavily, especially because I'm pretty sure that this implies that when Gorons do put armor on themselves, like from all of the metal bits and sticking up and stuck up out nails, I'm pretty sure they just nailed them into their bodies. Which is one of my favorite... What? Okay, do I have to... Okay, I had to get some distance first. Good to know. Gina, for any sort of, like, construct or non-flesh thing, I always think it's the coolest. There's a middle of Razakon. Means your potions. Nice. Ah. Okay, that works. The problem was with this slant, I actually can't move that well without iron boots. Oh wait, I have to hold it. Alright. Get thrown. Oh, come on. Alright. This is dangerous positioning, but it's gonna pay off. Wait, this... There we go. 4 hits. The fact that you decided to learn Blender not only did just that, but also got really, really, really good at it shows how awesome you could have ability to congregate. Well, at least, I know at least part of it, and like it's brought up in the video that Ace did, is that you can kind of just do stuff. Like if you have a little bit of time, and I'm kind of paraphrasing what Ace said, if you have a bit of time to put to it, like even just a handful of minutes at like 10-20 minutes to just sit down and try and like do some research, find some resources, and or just get into things and attempt them, that over time will get you a skill. That, and I'm pretty sure that after enough time of learning stuff, then neuroplasticity kicks in and it just gets easier to learn new things. Kind of like how learning learning your first language is really fucking hard, but learning the second and third gets progressively easier. And then granted that runs into the next issue of having time and yeah, time and energy, because I've picked up or tried to pick up learn how to draw a couple of times, and what usually happens is that I have it scheduled out, like, no, all right, just gotta do like a little bit every day, got this stuff, and then when it gets down to it, it's I don't have energy, I'm hardcore dissociating. Onto the couch I go. For as much as I complain about how the bow is severely oversteps everything else you get, like how you get the hey Star, how's it going? Also, I love that dance emote. Everyone shaved 10 minutes off their day, and some was 10 minutes of, yeah, potentially discover something new about yourself. Exactly. It's like just getting up the ability and desire to try, even for like a little bit. That's the first step. Bot message starts me every time. Good. It's one of my favorite things. Oh. Dang. Well, that's 10 rupees I'm never getting. The amount of joy I've gotten just from people coming by and seeing that and just panicking, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. Oh, hey. Try new things? Nah, avoid new things. Maybe. Depends on if you wish to do new things. Also, hey Zero Realm, you didn't happen to be around when we were talking about the thing with bees, were ya? Because that might have given me some ideas. A Zelda game I really regret missing when it came out initially. Yes, it's so good. This is one that I 100% say that people were unfairly mean to it when it came out. I think that's enough. Yeah. Yep, it is D&D related. Unfortunately, the new Dragon Quest Age has given me ideas. The Zelda game I've ever played completion is Wind Waker, which is also good. Like, the two that were on GameCube, this and Wind Waker, they were both the first games I played. Yeah, first two games. I played Wind Waker first, and then I think I got, or rented this a bunch of times before I got any. Oh, finally, a compass. Like, they hold up. They're really fun, and also get a lot of mileage out of what Ocarina has set down. Yeah, number one reason why a lot of games are just kind of inaccessible is because after a time, you just kind of don't have them anymore. That's why I'm glad that all my collection, like 64 and Wii stuff, still works. Like, sure, had to put a new hard drive or disk drive in the Wii, but that works. Did I miss anything? See, Mechison, A spread, so guys, so awesome, how much skills you got? I don't really think I even have that many skills. Like, I just, oh, hey Ginger, how are you doing? That was a jumping flash. Also, welcome in. Thanks for the first time chat. Yeah, we were just talking about people getting surprised by the bot, and yeah, I kind of just put in people who I think are cool, so you get instances of either people come in and I'm swearing at myself because I thought I got them set up in the bot, but then something did not go right. Or people are in the bot from the first time chat because I'm like, there's a chance. So I'm just gonna put them in. Volcano bread. Yeah, rapidly getting toasted. But that's alright. Wait, is this thing... Oh, this thing's still down. Switch... Wait, are they announcing stuff for the Switch too? I thought they... That's actually a thing? What? Favorite just because my dad found the DS cartridge in parking lot's Phantom Hour. Okay, that is a weird thing to mention because that's how I played my first Pokemon game. We found that cartridge in a parking lot and just like, well, you have the system, so we're not, even though, and my parents were like, yeah, we don't really like Pokemon conceptually, but like, you have the system and this is still a game, so if we can't find the owner, we'll let you keep it, which is amazing. But I don't think I've ever had someone who's just found a game somewhere not say that it was, or not say that it wasn't great. I guess it's both partly. Oh shoot! Shimmy faster! It's part of it being free. The other part of it being that I guess if you have a game that you're willing to play it so often that it gets lost, ow, toast. It's gonna be a good one. It was the first time I saw the bot, it's so confused. No, I expect it. It still startles me. Good. Man, Switch 2 is probably coming out. Well, yeah, but we said that last time, and they announced a music app, and we said that the time before, and they announced a freaking alarm clock. So I don't know, just Not sure who to trust anymore. They're up to something. Oh no! Ah! I need more arrows, but they all just fell off. See, yeah, Star, you got the right idea. I'll see this. I'll believe Switch 2 rumors when console's in my hands. Oh, that being said, they're worth it. Worth it. Like, there's so many things that I've heard about it that it's hard to really tell what to think. Except I kind of expected to have backwards compatibilities, because they did that with the DS, they did that with the Wii, they did that with a lot of their systems, so it's not really surprising. I mean, practically speaking, every console out on the market right now, except the Switch, not counting things like the online services, are all backwards compatible. You can play PS4 games on the PS5, whatever the previous Xbox was to the new Xbox, I do not remember. And yeah, I feel old because I don't think there's a need for the Switch 2. You know, I'm in agreement with you there. And this is something that I've talked about with a couple of people, that I love how the view for the bow swaps around. I'm not entirely sure that we really need more console hardware. Because, like, yeah, sure, it's cool that you can do more things, but I had a conversation with my brother a while ago, and the question that conversation was built around was, is it just me, or are graphics getting worse? Because this was after that I had started playing Battlefield 1 again, and we were talking about it, and like, he just looked up a couple things, and we kind of agreed. Battlefield 1, early to mid PS4 era game, looks better than a lot of things on the market right now. Like, they did more with less, and they still had impressive capabilities. About 10, and we didn't have internet at that point, so there's no one to tell me it was a bad game. Played it again 2 years. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I honestly believe that quite a few games are. What's the meme? Yeah, actually, this is really good if you don't have someone yelling in your ear that it's awful. I believe that full-heartedly, because it feels like so many things it just aren't allowed to have we're not allowed to have an okay game that has some flaws, but more often than not does come out good and has its moments. It's either masterpiece or trash, which is so annoying, because it's just like, all right, so much for letting studios have their first attempt and then refine it. Beast backwards compatibility announcement came from Furukawa, so shrug. We'll see. Switch U is the alarm clock. Only way to turn it off is to beat the Gen 3 Elite 4 and Steven without healing items. That is going to be so annoying. It's because of lighting. I feel lighting used to look better compared to the... Yeah, honestly. I know Battlefield at least had... Or Battlefield 1... At least part of it was that they had a lot of smaller touches that kind of hit better. Like, your guns would get covered in gunk and mud. They had fully destructible buildings, which just kind of helped. like, there's a lot of small touches for graphics that made it pretty easy or clear to see like, oh yeah, this is, I don't know, what am I saying? Trying to say that it's like they did what they could with what they had and were able to show like, oh yeah, we're hiding a lot of intensive stuff, but there's still a lot here. Yeah, too many things have been going for realism. That's the big thing, that art, because here's the thing, this game right here, not very realistic in terms of art style or anything else, but it fits the mood. Like, dark fantasy looks better when it's completely nonsense and a little over the top, just because that fits the aesthetic and the grim aesthetic of the setting they're trying to do better. Mostly compared... Oh yeah, that too! That is absolutely hilarious! I'm glad you brought that up, Star, that the comparison images between regular PS5 and PS5 Pro, there have been so many times where they've done the new ones on the right, because it just honestly does look better. They had better lighting and all, better lighting, better atmospheres, and they weren't trying to overtune the product for impressiveness. They were just trying to, here's something that looks good. It's like if you remove all the fog in Silent Hill, it's like the fog in Silent Hill was originally set to hide the fact that they really didn't have that much they didn't have much draw distance to work with. Wait, I just stabbed 2 arrows out of the air. That was amazing. Hey, I need to catch up on chat and not get distracted by things. But it's just so backwards what they're trying to do. I think typical Nintendo games are that intensive unless they want the Switch to handle wilds or the games that require an insane amount of hardware for some reason. They don't really need to do a lot. Like, there's a reason that they got away in the GameCube era with those tiny discs. Because those discs weren't just aesthetic. They also reduced how much data capacity each of the games did. Like, Nintendo said, we're giving ourselves a handicap and we still think we can be competitive to everyone else. And they were right. So, like, yeah, PS5 Pro versions are bright. There's no shading. There's no atmosphere. It's insane. So much nicer to, like, things. Have you seen the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster? Yeah, in their own vehicle. That's the one I was thinking of. This Malarkey. I got asked for chicken nuggets. I had chicken fries. What is a chicken fry but a very long chicken nugget? You got one that's tall instead of wide. Velgar did stylized realism, I think, and so many flip calling it. I remember seeing that on some people playing. Nope, we all dropped in the lava. Like, some people playing Velgar. I'm like, that looks more stylized than the last game. I kind of like it. It's a good look. Wife loves Horizon. Both games played Forbidden West on Steam Deck and it barely ran and just had a ton of fun. People do not. Oh God, yeah, there is a crowd. The crowd of people who actually play games and the crowd of people who complain about graphics, I'm convinced are two different people. Like, you get those people on PC forums that talk like if you don't have the best of everything, they're like, anything below a 4090 and 32 gigs of RAM, your computer won't even boot Windows or Doom. Yeah. Shar, you just got to, like, the core of what I've been badly trying to say while behind on chat. want games to look good. Doesn't mean real. It's just good. Oh, chicken fries tend to be dry. What's your opinion on barbecue sauce? Because that might save it. It's hard to say because Dragon Age Origins 2 and Inquisition all look different. Honestly, that's kind of admirable to just say, all right, we are experimenting. Every time, for every game, we're doing something new. Like, I think a lot more games can kind of do that. The only thing that comes to mind is Monster Hunter, actually, because Worlds ended up with like a bit more realism, but Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate before it, and then Rise went a bit more to kind of shared an art style, more cartoony. Quick side question, but I need to help settle the debate. Cousin and I were ranking legendary Pokemon, and we couldn't come to an agreement. Is Mewtwo S tier or S plus tier? I don't really know because I don't know anything about competitive Pokemon. I would say S simply because Mewtwo's the Gen 1 box legendary. Technically speaking, box legendary. Which means he has least amount of features and the design was just good stats all around. It's not as bad as Mew, who gets outstatted by a lot, but it depends, because he is also Psychic type, which was game-breaking in Gen 1 to a ridiculous degree. So I'd say... yeah, I honestly don't know enough about all the other legendaries for it. But in terms of lore also, like a lot of the legendaries are like, oh yeah, this is a legitimate god. Mewtwo is just, hey, some scientists really fucked up. Oh no, don't. I don't know, I'd probably give S plus on cool factor alone. Should find. Wait. Alright, I'm going to do this damage phase first so I don't forget. And then we're going on that break. It's so nice to play games with a pause button, you know? One that actually works. Be back in a sec.
We encourage lawlessness with the farce of prohibition.
This is the new hit of the week record. Our music jury, composed of Florence Sigfeld, Eddie Cantor, and Vincent Lopez, select the outstanding dance hit of the hour for a hit of the week recording. This is the new hit of the week record. This is the new hit of the week record. new hit of the week record. Our music jury, composed of Florence Sigfeld, Eddie Cantor, and Vincent Lopez, select the outstanding dance hit of the hour for a hit of the week recording.
Oh, sweet. I think everyone's back. Of the other S tiers were Plaza, RC, this and Okay, Necromosa sounds like one of the newer ones that I don't... There's like a gap of anything that happened on the 3DS on. I have limited understanding of what went into those games. Nope, none of that. Like Black and White, X and Y and Z are... Those are just Pokemon games I never played and never really knew. So I really love this boss because it's extremely simple, but also very much in line for the Gorons. Like it's a massive test of strength on the surface of you're just trying to wrestle this dude to the ground, but below it there's also a little bit of Link's able to do it through a little bit of trickery of first shooting the thing's eye to blind it and get to stumble away from him, and then using the iron boots to anchor himself and get it to trip up. Yeah, that's a fair point. If Rayquaza's in there, then Mew probably could be as well. It's fair. Char said S+ for a combination of battle factor, franchise association, general. Oh, for franchise association, I definitely put it in S+ tier. Because out of all the legendary Pokemon, I see memes about Mewtwo the most. So I think that definitely counts for something. Yeah. There we go. Another piece of fused shadow, and I think actually I have enough of nonsense for red potions to be more useful than milk. The franchise association's only reason Ho-Oh is A tier. It's in the first episode of the TV. Wait. Did Ho-Oh's a Gen 2. Yeah, Silver and Gold was Gen 2. I didn't know that it was in the first episode. I thought that like the first non-Kanto Pokemon showed was a Donaphan, like ahead of the release of the new generation of games. Let's get this. Talk to Darbus. Hey, dude. I love the flat cut hair top. That's chiseled hairline. What am I doing here? Oh, head aches. Lunk. Alright. Well, let's leave. Alright. So just note, realizing, as much as I love to praise this game for how much, like the aesthetic and how much I love to play it, nope. Save, which means I have to navigate a way to avoid names. Yeah. Ooh, Char's asking the real question. Where the best hot dog rank to? The thing, yeah, Arcanine's one of my favorite fire types. Because fire types is either like you have lizards, you have weird rock monsters like Slugma. Oh, end of the first episode. Ho flies overhead. Interesting. I never knew that. But like Arcanine's one of the few fire types that is just friend-shaped. Well, he made it most of the way. Pretty good for someone who got run over by a boar. Ilya. I'm assuming that's capital I, lowercase l, or it's just... Or it's like a llama. I swear, if you're making a fantasy game and you're using a sans serif font, you're asking for trouble. It's like, is that an I? Is that an L? What? Where is it going? Have you not ranked the best not... Oh wait, that's a good question. Speaking of best not legendary Pokemon, where'd Magnemite go on the list? I need to know where the orb ended up. I'm assuming one above S plus tier, because the, like, obviously that design is perfection. Oh no. What is it? Oh, wait, I'm just zoning out through all this. Eevee is the best of everything. Yeah, fair. And entirely intentionally, too. Like that, I remember hearing that they were trying to make Eevee the face of the mascot for the game, because not only in Gen 1, there's only one available per save, but is also the one that was showing off, like, oh yeah, here's how you do, like, all the stone evolutions. There's so many variants. Like, I think it was Eevee was the only one in Gen 1 that had multiple evolution paths. Because I'm trying... Technically, Nidoran would too, but they did the weird thing where, because they didn't have, like, a bit for separate genders, they had them as two separate Pokemon, as Nidoran male and Nidoran female. Oh. But, yeah. Eevee deserves to be the best. Well, if you're going to stab anyone, and I know this is rich coming from someone who has a throw knife redeem, but I would stab the electric rat that somehow imprinted on everyone else as the best. I'll definitely take that. I love the bomb arrows in this game, that they exist because there's a bug in I think Ocarina that made it so if you, like, equip bombs and arrows, you got an arrow that had the property of bombs, and they're like, wait, that's actually really cool, let's just put it in there. Even has their own Twitter account. That is fair. That no. Also fair. I shouldn't have said anything after that point. Mimikyu should be permanently replaced. Okay, but can we just admit that the concept of Mimikyu is hilarious? That after generations of fans complaining that they keep on making a cheap Pikachu knockoff to get people excited, that they just make their cute Pikachu knockoff be actually that. Like, sure, they are the Mimikyus are precious and I love them, but it's also really funny that after that, all it took to stop people accusing them and for them to actually imprint on the cute mon was just to be honest. Oh, nice, more money. tier above S plus is EX tier. It contains a favorite Pokemon. The person reading will... Okay, that is smart and absolutely guts the ability for like 90% of Descent. So Eevee will be the best once we get a bug type evolution. Yeah, that's true. There's only like a handful of evolutions that don't have. Love Mimikyu, and not just because Mimikyu hates Pikachu. Mom hates Mimikyu though. She calls him 2+. She dolls creepy their lives. You know, it is a ghost type, but it's like creepy cute, not just creepy. Also, the life-size Pokemon plushes that you can get are fantastic. I remember seeing someone had a hand-crocheted, full-sized Snorlax plush. There we go. And like, they're just sleeping on it because it's that big. I think is definitely like halfway between a twin-sized bed and a queen. So the bug type evolution maybe? I'd have to scroll up in DMs to see if I do. I have no idea. Because the biggest thing for DMs is that after a point, there's just enough stuff and enough time and conversations happen that I'm not sure that they get buried. Life-size Eevee, 2 Mimikyus, and Fennekin. How do life-size Togepi? But life-size Togepi would be so cool. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Yep. Alright, I gotta zoom out a bit. Nope. That was a mistake. Did not mean to shoot the child. Oh! Okay, maybe that was just the luck I needed. He's not really creepy, just kind of sad, and yeah, sad in a cute way. It's one that you take a look at and you're like, man, I want to bring you in, like, clean you up a bit and give you a bowl of soup. Like, it's something that hits the soup instinct in the back of your mind. Oh. And now I'm scrolled way up because of that. Oh yeah, the BV. Okay, I can get behind the BV, but given that you're a big fan of Beedrill, I'm not surprised. Honey. Okay, Honeyon makes sense considering all the other ones are whatever-ons. But BV's kind of up there. I think that's everything. The only other thing I could really need right now is some arrows because, God, that... I attempted. There was a try. It was not a very good try. We'll just put this on the lantern slot because I don't think there's much of a use. Chose number 1 Mon. Okay, but consider Magnemite. The boy's got magnets. Wait. I also forget, because it depends on each game, that, like, Wind Waker and before, you could always find bombs just in the grass or or in crates. I'm not entirely sure if you can still do that now. I'm just gonna throw that and jump in. I'm not sure if this is blasphemy or not, because it is a sacred spring, but like we're just doing the equivalent of jumping into a golf course looking for free balls. Like they only mind if it's theirs. If somebody else chipping stuff in, then it's fine. Has 2 magnets, 1 eyes, and a screw loose. Yes, and I love him for that. I think the only other thing is that there's like some other rocks I can... I might need the hook shot. I might need to get lucky with a chicken. Or is this a rare time for the boomerang to shine? I'm thinking this needs... Wait. Yeah, I can't get the boomerang above that point, and if I could get up there, which there might be a ladder. The only other way I knew how to get up to the top of this house was with like a wolf link thing. I don't think I can get up there. All right, that'll be a comeback when you get the hook shot, nerd. But I think as far as Mimikyu goes for design, that it's a case of people were just told to make something cute, and they had that in the back of their heads about like, oh, if we make a cute mon, it's just going to be compared to Pikachu, and they're like, wait, we can do sad cute. This gives me ideas. And then it just turned out wonderfully. Oh, hey, another thing that requires the hook shot. Oh. 2 letters. Nice. Alright. Bomb arrows. Bombs. Oh. That was just for a thing about bombs and... Oh wait, you can throw those from the horse? Love that. And the Hawkeye that we got. There might be something again here. Oh wait, no, I can't get up there. As you have to hit that with a bomb arrow. And then you can jump to the hanging vines. You don't need the hook shot, but that's the thing. So the only Pokemon plush I had was Mudkip that got gifted to me as favorite stars. Probably set it on myself with my deactivated grenade. I love that. Both having diffused explosives as decor items and just like the fact that there's like some sort of instinct that even if you don't collect plushes or figurines otherwise, people just kind of tend to accumulate junk. They accumulate junk in their lives that they want to see. Like if they have a favorite thing, they will end up with some little commemorative statuette, figure, thing, or plush just because they're like, oh, sweet, that's a thing I like. Honestly, 10 out of 10 human experience. And as an added bonus, you get those people with, like, the absolutely massive shelves of things, which, like, dang. Man, where does this one go? Does this just loop back around to... I think this just loops back to the field. God, I remember this next part as being, to put it softly, the most annoying question of... wait, how do I get there? So they have a mudkip that only knows self-destruct. God, that reminds me of like, it wasn't a one-page RPG, but it was one of those like indie RPGs where you only have a handful of owl statue, where it's cut down, like the point that you bring over the printed sheets to a drunken group of people, like, all right, we're doing this, and have the most ridiculous time, is called definitely Wizards, where you're playing as a bunch of people who aren't wizards pretending they are to try to get a certification for various reasons. Ooh. Cash. And I remember that at that point, there was like one suggested archetype of like collector that I read as, it was like the gimmick is you just have a whole bunch of magical items. Good luck. Okay, I need the hookshot for that piece of art too. So at one point, I casted like something McLeod's Cone of Protection, which was a claymore mine that I shoved up a fake beard. That was it. Easily one of the dumbest times, but yeah, definitely Wizards. That one was so much fun to run, just because it was basically ad-libbing for like a good half-hour session. And I've been meaning to look at some of the other RPGs I got in that pack. I remember there's one that I've wanted to run for a while called Rod, Reel, and Fist. It's essentially anime slice of life game, but also where you're just trying to go fishing and spend some time out. Maybe solve a massive problem that your community is having. Also, you're gonna have to be prepared to fist fight a bear, because that is a thing that can happen. It's just ridiculous. Well, we knew someone who had a shelf like that. One trying to think who that is. Yeah, we definitely don't know anyone who has a massive shelf of Miku goods and collectibles. Yeah. Although, now that I look at it, I think I've done the same thing of the collection shelf, but with old games. Because the shelf only has the PS3 and the... Ooh, Skulltula. Only has the PS3 and the 64 on it right now. There was a PS2 on it. There's a spot over where the PS5 used to be before I lent that out. And, there's also a massive stack of games, and even more stuffed in a chest, because I just have that many. I'd say I don't have a problem, but let's be honest, nobody's believing that for a second, not even me. What is a bookshelf? What is a bookshelf if not a collection of books? Yeah, exactly. Except all my books are shoved into drawers because the shelves keep on getting stuffed full of other stuff. I should get another shelf. Which runs into the problem that there's a couple people in my family who are just real handy and do like woodworking as a hobby. Oh, hey! Man. I wish I could turn to Ghostling so I could rip that lantern's soul out. The Poe collection side quests in this is so annoying because they're all like unmarked. There's no way to track them. Like at least Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom gave you a little radar that you could use to track Koroks, but no, there's just 100 souls out in this world, and you can claim them if you want. Oh, hey, dude. But yeah, so the problem is that if I mention, like, yeah, I kind of was thinking of getting a new shelf, I'm not going to be left alone to just go out and like run to IKEA and get one. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll add it to the list. And then a year or so later, I'll get a shelf. All right. We're going to need more. Oh. Oh. Hey, lantern oil. I really wish they brought this back in other games because it's so interesting. And yeah, it makes sense that chew jellies just end up as elemental gunk in newer games. But the fact that that in this game, all the chew jellies act like something very specific that you can put in a bottle. In this case, yellow chew jellies are lantern oils. Red ones are red potions. There's an unused one for like green potions that would have filled your magic meter, but they decided, actually, we're not going to put a magic meter in this game. So if you manage to mix them, it's like, yeah, this seems like it should do something, but it doesn't in the item description. Bookshelves in the Boss Battle Bookhouse. Bookshelf, vinyl record shelf, Miku collection shelf, Pokemon holding deactivate explosions shelves, video game shelf, a second bookshelf. And we're all fighting for that second bookshelf. Yeah. Although it is kind of funny that as of right now, if you go to any of like the side tables or nightstands that I got and open them, it's like even odds if you're going to be finding a video game or a Terry Pratchett book. Actually, there's a couple where you'll find both, because that's just where things get put. What's over here? Ah, stakes in the ground. Good to know, good to know. Will we activate it? Will we do anything about that? No. Oh. Hang on. Because there's a bug up there. All right. We do not have enough upper body strength to just run into this bug at full tilt. Wait. Huh? How did he get to the... How did they get to the other wall? Ooh, Phasmid. Oh, that makes a lot... I forgot that the scientific / technical name of stick bug is a phasmid. Oh, yeah, there's another one, but I think that one I do need the hook shot for. Right up there. Ah, the night theme in this sounds so good. Oh, there's another rock, so first things first. What we do? It's exclamation mark at first before the ad quote. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Dang. I'm gonna have to think of something excessively stupid for the next quote. Wait. Using what I just learned. Nope, nope, nope. Nah. That feels like something that they had set specifically to prevent players from doing, well, that. But I think there's just like a grapple point up there or something. That is going to be one that I'll have no idea what it is. Wait, no, actually do it. That would be funny. Going to have to think of something excessively stupid for the next quote. Because I did say it. And even if it was just in hindsight, it was dumb. Wait. I want to try this because I think it is possible to get this warp point. Like, this is one of the only times where... Wait, yeah, that worked! I got that last dude on the Mercy Invincible, on, like, the animation of the last one. Oh, hey. There's the hookshot thing right ahead. Thank you, Mecca. We have reached 150 quotes through my own poor proper planning, which I would not have any other way. That's right up there with rubbing a genie's lamp and phrasing something accidentally as a wish. Like, oh, I wish I knew that before I made that wish. Alright, well now I wish I didn't make that wish. You are at 2 wishes still. Well, dang. Ah, yes. Last fuse shadow, and then we never have to deal with any of this Twilight again. It'll all just disappear and be fine. Wait. Ah, there we go. I lost the giant, ever-encroaching expanse of darkness and shadows. It happens. Alright, let's do this. We're keeping the Bible because it's just better. I will always remember that one as being Castlevania. Just because... yeah. Can't see shit, but I think this... I can't see shit, but I think the spiders can see me. Wait. Was that Ocarina? I remember Ocarina having trouble with the fact that the brightness was okay on stream's side, but it was absolutely atrocious on my side. It's like a Super Saiyan, but sad. was a sad Super Saiyan? Could have been so many things. You have to think of something excessively stupid for the next quote. And I have, because it's come up so many times and it's been apt surprisingly often. I've memorized what quote 69 is, which is, I can get behind obliterating a twink. I don't even know the luck that was, like, when most people invoke streamer's luck, they mean something like, oh yeah, I did this really hard to do thing, or like I grinded for hours off stream and nothing happened. Made no progress at all. The moment I got on stream and tried it, it happened first try. Or like, yeah, I stream gacha games and always get 5 stars on early polls when I'm streaming. You gotta put the phlegm on the gosh. That one was Half-Life 1. I remember because most of the weapons in that game are Heckler and Koch. I would, but I would do a dumber job of that, but I'm already feeling the day on my throat. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. That's not even, as far as I care, is not even tied to a game. That's just how my usual state of being. I live life in a constant state of that, I'm a genius. Oh no, meme. I remember hearing like the original context of that was even weirder than you'd think because Gundam's just built like that. Yeah, that could have been Dark Souls 2, now that you mention it. But the big question is, was that when 2 giant hippo cyclopses Kool-Aid Man through doors when I was just trying to do a regular thing but then got mobbed by 15 other guys? Or wait, I think that was the alleyway of way too many giants. Ow. All right, you're losing throat privileges for that. Oh, Sinful Darkness, thank you so much for following. I hope that you're having a good time. We are doing our best and going over the 150 logged items of stupid things I've said on stream, because that happens sometimes and I have limited ability to remember what any
Sinful_Darkness is first in the stream.
Oh, congrats on getting first. Running past a giant, that would do it. Wait. No, I did get, for a moment there, I'm like, wait, did I go back and learn a sword technique from the wolf? Am I behind one? But then I remembered that, yeah, no, I have the shield back. Oh, and thanks for checking in. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your time on Blockbuster. I'm glad that Twitch lets you set follower emotes, because honestly, I think only channel owners can use their follower emotes elsewhere. But because I keep on forgetting to, I keep on forgetting to get more emotes, because I'm like, yes, but I could just get more artwork, and I like looking at it. So I end up doing that. And because I keep on not being able to think up a good idea for emotes, but I do love seeing them everywhere. God. That when I get around to induct off the sound. Wait, that's an amazing combination of emotes. But I've been thinking of, like, partially because a bunch of people have gotten V2s and partially because between messing around with Monster Hunter Wild's character creator and seeing a couple of other things and just getting hit with inspiration, I've been passively thinking up V2 or version 2 ideas for a couple. And one thing that I've known for a while I've wanted is, you know how a lot of streamers have like that toggle where they're like holding a controller and they have software that maps what they're doing to button presses. I want to do that, but for an NES controller. Like that, just paddle. And it's going to be so dumb because half of, like a third of the controller is going to be, half of the controller is going to be mapped to A, half of it's going to be mapped to B, and everything on the stick or D-pad is going to be mapped to that, but it would be so funny. But 127. I hope that hits someone. I hope it hits someone important. That had to have been EDF. I see, said the blind man as he peed into the wind. All comes back to me now. Okay, for something I say all the time, I forgot that was in there. Flummox. That one was when we were doing the Fallout New Vegas challenge run, and I was fighting a super mutant with the lowest level pistol, and I kept on getting... Oh, there was... Right, there's actually a trick to doing this. Right. Lake Hylia, that's where we're going. Like Super Saiyan, but sad. I went game up earlier and I still have no idea what we were playing that had Super Saiyan. Oh, that one's a classic. Monster Dad, you are an education. That wasn't even said on this stream. That was just so... That's so silly it got on someone else's quote list. I'm like, alright, that's going here. Objection. Yep. Can't even argue with that. That is the face I'd make whenever... Actually, no. No, I've had a lawyer yell at me, and that's not the face I make. I both hope that she's not here to hear that, and also hope that she's still here. I'm so covered in oil now. I'm so covered in oil right now. I'm so greasy right now. Oh shoot, I got turned around. What? Oh, Dark Souls 2. Good oil. I'm gonna get deep fried, aren't I? Yeah, that was dark. Yeah, that was early in Dark Souls 2, because there's that area where people just throw oil pots in you, and the trap is that it's so dark. Huh. Wild. I forgot that was up there. It's so dark, at least in the original game, that whenever you pull out a torch or try to light something, that you'll blow up then. Maybe. 101. I am crazy, but not in this case. Don't remember what that was, but I don't remember what that one was, but I can feel how vindicated I was. Going down to the... Oh yeah, that was said like a few minutes ago. Yeah, unfortunately we just got up to 150 quotes this stream. Which is still a lot. Right, that's the chicken glide, and this is the way to go. Yeah, it's the most recent one. I've only had that for like a couple of years. Oh god, this is going to be the most caffeinated Zoomer army. What? The thing I'm most confused... Okay, I'm confused about three things right now. First, how is this bridge still standing? There's a long span and there's no there's no support underneath it. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, only mods can add quotes. Just because I've had a couple people like come in and trying to add like random stuff, and it's supposed to be mostly just like a log of what things I've said, and to keep like weird things from getting in there, or random, or like spam. So only mods or myself can add them. Okay, so distracted by tits about the zombie. That had to have been Castlevania again. Oh, hey, Fang. How are you doing? Shoot, I thought I put you in the bot. Oh, wait, there it is. So I definitely have that home. This one... So what I was supposed to do here had me so confused for the longest time. That you're just supposed to... You're just supposed to jump off. There's no other way to survive the fire. But how are you doing, Fang? Hope that the class that you said you were going to be watching this in is going well. Try to add more. Oh, fair enough. Sleep real. Yeah, that was a close one. Like there was a puddle below, huh? So like Hylia, so little water. Sounds like Spirit Spring should be somewhere around here as well. Anyway, let's take a look. Okay, I always wonder about this because like it would make sense. Hey, fish folk. But I always wonder when they're doing stuff like this if this little puddle of water is how big Lake Hylia was in Ocarina, and they're just kind of showing off by saying like, yeah, we made it bigger. Chugging along. Nice. Oh, home now. Glad you streamed. Didn't want to miss it. Yeah, we're about halfway through, which going pretty well, but hope they had a good day, and nice seeing you in, because I know that you were saying that you wanted to catch one for a while. Jack Goomba was not on my bingo card this day. What was the last Mario game I played? Oh, was that... That had to have been Mario Party Jamboree. Hey, simple. And it's... Wait. How is that possible? You were in the last stream, Fang. The last thing I streamed was a Mario Party collab. Oh no, you're completely fine, Sinful. Like that... All of the sound alerts and redeems are stuff that, like, I don't have anything down there that you can redeem that I'm not comfortable with being put in. Like, if there's something that's like, okay, this would be annoying if spammed, I'll put a cooldown on it. But if you just want to use stuff, don't mind it all. Train could... Yeah, that's why I didn't remember. That's why you didn't remember it, because of all the train concussions. Yeah, that is a good question, Mecha. I'm not entirely sure if I was in the last stream or not. It's something that could go either way. I missed the first... Oh, first stream was... Yeah. Didn't even get our wiggle with milk, guys. One concussion short of the punch card. Actually, I think that... Aha! I have some. Way ahead of you. Ow. Oh, ow. Subbing in this mega bread. I see. That makes sense. This brought... oh, shoot. I've been grabbed. That would be funny, because I know that there's like a couple of people who have like duo streams of, or like just two people share a channel, but I know that, but I think it would be funny if, oh dang, I got again. If like 8 people made like their own Twitch channel, and then it's just, yeah, if you want to stream or dual cat It's here. Go for it. It's fine. Bread versus Mega Bread. Sounds like that's right up there with like a Mecha Godzilla title. Oh, come on. How do I think I just have to jump at him when he's going down, but might be too much. 137. Can't kill this guy because we'd be trying the world of literature. Right, there was someone who was talking about like writing a book. 3. He's shirtless, I'm shirtless, there's no other way for this to end. No, it wasn't. I've never played Yakuza on the channel. 130. What was I? Because that's recent. I said that recently because we have a maximum of 150. Like, we're only at 150 quotes, but I have no idea what was on the schedule recently. That is the noise and vibe of the intracranial meat. It might be ace, but kind of hot. I have so many. Oh, thanks so much for the sub. Like, you really didn't have to, but it's so appreciated. Deforestation for the win. Good memories. Need everyone to be in total agreement. That was chat's fault. Also a good one that I stand by. And wait, that was 2 quote. Okay, but hang on. I have to see what. Maybe this will shed some light on it. Oh, we do not have upper body strength to run that bug at full tilt. Hey, this should work for me, but. Good luck getting through. Oh. Oh, no, you're fine. I wasn't really looking at... Yeah, but... I wasn't paying attention, so... But definitely not your fault. Wait. I don't want to be here doing this right now. This is the wrong way. I'm supposed to be talking to the lake spirit. Okay, what happens if I run into the... Alright. There we go. Send me back down, river. I don't... No, we are not in the right place. I did this in the wrong order. This is not where we should be. Oh, and grass howl. There we go. Okay, it might be the aggressive sepia-ness or just the vibe. But that just got a random headache. Oh. Wait. Why did the... Is the bot not working? Did the bot crash? Careful callback. Weird. Because that should have deployed butter. It should have buttered me. Alright, there we go. Send me back down the road. Thank you. No space in it. Yeah, Minda's amazing. Like, I feel like they tried to take a character with the vibe of... Wait. Do we have to... Oh, no, that was where I wanted to go. I forgot that first we have to unfreeze Zora's domain, and then... go there. Wait. Okay. That's definitely the bot going down. Sorry about that. Let me run that through, the TTS myself. For ya.
You're on the air.
There
Thanks
we go.
for calling 88.4 WTFM.
All right, there we go. Send me back downriver.
Yeah, it's weird. I haven't... Honestly, congratulations. Because so the bot that I use, I don't use any of the off-the-shelf bots like Streamer Bot or Mix It Up. Me, being a complete and total idiot, decided the best thing to do to make a bot for their stream was to write their own in Python. So I have a little window that gives me like information of when people do a command or type something in, and it didn't even give me a crash notification, which is wild. Wow. That is, Mecha, that is perfect. Because me being the lummox in this case am flummoxed by this development. Yeah. It was partially from, oh boy, that's coming down right at my face. It was partially from wanting to, like, just have a code project and something to do. The other thing was that I just 100% did not know that there was other solutions, so I'm like, yeah, this is like the only way. I aspire to live like that dead. What? What the? Why was I aspiring to live like a dead guy? I mean, I can definitely get behind it. There's several dead people who I wish I had the lifestyle of. And either as in, I wish I lived like they did when they were alive, or, man, the world's just so overwhelming. I kind of just want to lie in a box and not be bothered by anyone. Beaten the... Okay, that one was Dark Souls 2 Executioner's Chariot boss. That one I know with my full chest. Beating the dead horse. Like, yeah, that evidently that, and it's an optional boss, so you don't actually have to, but it was in like the demo area, so it's a massive pain. Also, I will be back after the ads breaks. I need to get something for my throat and some more water. Hang on, where's my mouse cursor? Where do you need it? There we go. Come on. Be back in a bit. Mecca, you had to bring up the time I made a smoothie with expired yogurt. In my defense, I really wanted a smoothie. And also, over the weekend I did make one with some technically expired fruit, but it's in the freezer, so you got a lot of leeway with, like, everything in there, so, it claims, yeah, I just really needed a smoothie. And Odd Chap is pretty good. Like, all of his stuff is copyright free. And, actually, I have the... Oh, wait, it's hidden on the screen that I don't have up. There it is! I had post-chunk clarity. Well, unfortunately, post-chunk clarity is passed, so now we're just... Now what we have is the fact that I don't quite remember it being that bad. Hey, glad you yeah, now there's no clarity. Now there's just the post, and I do it again. Because I just needed I just wanted a smoothie. Just really needed that. I'm like, you know what would just fix me? If I put a bunch of fruit, some yogurt, and some orange juice up in a blender and put it in my face. And I was right. Right up until the post-chunk clarity hit. Because I don't even remember what that did to me. If I remember... I think it was... No, it wasn't fine. It was not fine. The day after was, ugh. Yeah. Maybe okay, they get to live for that time. Maybe most of my problems in life can be traced back to just bad smoothie handling practices. Maybe not. Let's see, what other ones do you pop up? 70, that worked absolutely perfect, except for all the things that didn't. If I ever had to do a... Yep, that was, I'd blame Minda, but I don't want to get slapped. Non-food safe practices, Reese. I shouldn't say this, but I'm glad you specified smoothies, because if not, What? I overshot? God dang. But because if you didn't, I was going to be like, alright, which one specifically? Because there's a lot. It's a wonder I'm alive. And that's like... Man, probably. And that's from a combination of eating expired yogurt in a smoothie, my reaction to finding bits of mold in my 5-pound bag of cheese being, it's all mold when you get down to it. It just makes it extra sharp, which honestly it actually does. Like, the sharper your cheese is, especially for cheddar, the closer it is to going actually bad. But once you find a bit of mold, you should just drop the entire thing in the trash, because stupid mazel light, because it's gone. At the very least, I am okay with the fact that pork and chicken, if it's a bit pink, you should be fine. Or no, if it's a pink, don't eat it. It's a wonder how you're alive. Oh, Fang, have you not seen the many deaths of bread channel in the Discord? Those are base. The fact that bread dies so easily is 100% based off of my many near-death experiences IRL. Oh! Okay, so in Ocarina of Time, I said that for some reason, when I played it and you go to the ice cavern to get the iron boots, thought that there was like a scene where they show all the Zoras under the ice. I got it confused with this game. Do you have a recipe for soup that serves specifically 100 donuts? I have a recipe that serves, it's a like World War II donut recipe that's meant to that everything's either measured in quarts, bags, or containers, which is absolutely incredible. But the problem is that you will never need that many unless you're doing an event. Exactly. But yeah, there is a channel of just... Oh, good people. That's just kind of based off of the fact that I've had a lot of near-death experiences growing up. Like, the first thing is IRL. I was born with my umbilical cord wrapped around my neck, choking me, which was concerning. And then there's a time that I fell into Lake Michigan, almost drowned. I think that happened twice. A couple of times. And then I got sick with a heart condition that was eventually narrowed down to childhood rheumatoid arthritis. Which reminds me, whenever they do those, like, fundraisers to get the game carts in kids' hospitals, I really want to take part of those, but I've never seen, like, the announcements of them. Because, like, that, as somebody who was in a children's hospital for a couple months as very young, those things make a difference. Yeah, it could have been twice. I'm pretty sure I've almost drowned twice. That's going in the quote. And then driving was just a whole mess. Like, learning how to drive was a whole mess. I almost chopped my thumb off a few times. This has been a good night for me saying the most deranged, stupid things ever. Yeah, I got a scar on my thumb and my palm. The thumb is from... I was doing some cooking for a fundraiser, and my thumb got between a knife and a cabbage I was chopping, and the cabbage won, in that it was not turned into egg rolls that day. The palm one is from palm striking a block of wood in high school woodshop class to demonstrate that, like, oh yeah, the grain of the wood makes a lot of difference. If you have grain like this, it's super strong. If you have it like this, it'll smack. Also, best designed Zora character, period. Yes, I think she is even above Sidon. And yeah, I palm struck it to help demonstrate, and then noticed that there was a massive amount of flesh missing. Oh yeah, almost got decapitated by a rake. Me and my brother were doing some yard work, and he swung his rake back. It broke it, like, not his fault at all. Broke in that moment. The rake head was flinging through the air and almost hit me in the head. And there has to be... What else happened to me? Yeah. Was almost hit by a car, almost electrocuted, was electrocuted, almost drowned before. Yeah, oddly enough, I didn't get electrocuted growing up. My brother did. My dad has. A lot of people in my family have gotten electrocuted. Wait. Barring the time I intentionally licked a 9-volt battery to see what would happen, I have not been electrocuted. Okay, that has to be another one. Oh, nice! Congratulations on your electrocution. Oh, punch the mic. Let's go. Let's go, Fang. Shaka boys. Hear about children, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, they've been doing those. Because when I was in it, I was like super young. Like 8 or something. How'd you get the jolt? Didn't get electric. Ah, that sucks. Like, get horrifically electrocuted and you don't get powers? What's the world coming to? I swear. Oh, electric piano. Yeah, I suppose they would have electrocution of all instruments. Well, that's wild. Ah, yeah, bad cable. That. Granted, the level, because a lot of, like I mentioned before, how a lot of people in my family are handy to the point of, if I say, like, yeah, I was thinking of getting a bookshelf, people just volunteer for the challenge and or for something to do, and then I'd get a bookshelf like several months later. But so my level of electrocuted is like, the last time I remember it happening to my dad, there was arc flash. Like a little bit of, man, I'm glad we're alive, or man, I'm glad nobody got blinded from that. To give you shocking performance. Well, honestly, it wouldn't be a bad superhero origin. Like, you get to mix electricity with music powers. It's going to be great. It's going to be novel. Hey, bro. Last spirits. Yeah, sorry. We've gotten to you sooner because, you know, capital thing, but like I was kind of working from the outside in, so yeah. It was sharp. Hey, put a lot of effort to make sure our jokes don't fall flat. Behind it. Well done, my good sir. We appreciate puns here. The mod team, it's not at full unanimous agreement on that, but I do. Alright, let's bite some bugs. Man, I could have sworn that there was more ways I almost died. There's rake, boat stuff. In fact, that almost came out and... Ugh. What other nonsense happened? Hell yeah. She give the music jokes for Face here, so this will be in treble. Yeah, she'll come back to settle the score on all these puns eventually. What else have I... But yeah, point of all those concerning nonsense is if I ever seem a little bit blasé about my own personal safety, it's because that long has been just trained out of me. Like, I'm just dang. After a while, I just kind of got used to it and like, oh yeah, that happened. There we go. I just took a sip of orange juice and that went right to the back of the throat. Ow. Really good for like a sore throat from streaming. Not so good if you choke on it. Hey, bro. Customers won't come even though water's back. Maybe no one knows. Should go tell folks around town. So, I relate to this dude. Advertising's hard. Ow. Oi, get down here. Lappert, are you going to make this fight? Get down here. Got lectures and auto shop class and like any shop class is a great place to get electrocuted or otherwise injured. Rebuilding lawnmower engines, testing spark plugs. Guess who forgot they were grounded? Same guys whose arm was numb for the next few hours. Please tell me that after that, when it happened, there was a big enough commotion that everyone knew that you got electrocuted, and that you still had the presence of mind to say, that one works. That would be so incredible. Wait. Oh. Okay, that's a sneaky one. So there's a Howling Stone where you can learn a new skill up there. But you can't get to it because you have to be able to turn back into human, climb the ladder, because that's the only way up, and then turn back into a wolf. Unless there's another way up. Hey, there might be one back here. I don't actually remember going back here except for this explicit thing. Yeah. But it's definitely one thing that, like, don't make a habit out of doing stuff like that. But as far as, like, teaching and experience, it is definitely okay to make a couple mistakes like that. And if they don't hurt you too much, or, like, lay you up in the hospital, then just learn from them. Say, like, all right, that happened and was not fun. I'm going to remember to not do that again. All right, that sounds good. Because it might just be me, but there is nothing like a bad idea to make me realize that, oh, wait, I should be more careful. I should be more careful than that for various reasons. Because, like, the aforementioned smoothie mistake, where I just really needed a smoothie. Damn, regardless of if the yogurt was expired or not. I have learned to keep a more careful eye on what the expiration dates of those ingredients are. Although at least half of that is just kind of a consequence of how I cook. The time I was almost electrocuted, I was in my car at a stoplight where my radio just started to go staticky. It made a weird tone that kept getting louder. Then the transformer, what? It makes sense that if the transformer is not doing well, that it would give, like, some electromagnetic interference in the area that could be picked up on a car radio, but that is crazy. Asthma attack nearly did me in as a kid. I think it's close as came. You know, it's probably good that you didn't come any closer than that, because Yeah, it's not fun to have those near-death experiences. Oh, come on! Ha, got him. Yeah, especially for, like, young and asthma as a combination, like, I can imagine that being scary. There we go. We're gonna get all of these on in one go so we don't have to come back here. It's a tax kit. Yeah, because I remember the start of like my hospitalization. I was just sitting there and then it really hurt to move or turn my head. I ended up having to go to the emergency room and like, I remember it was pretty stressful because like at first nobody really knew. Oh, dang it. I ran right into that. All right, this time for sure. I don't have to get the tears again. I had to stop playing football. Oh, that sucks. But hey, it did spare you a concussion. Those are even less fun. Hang on. I think I know the issue. My microphone arm is right in the way of this. Yep. But yeah, like when your body just kind of ups and stops working for no real discernible way, that's always scary. Turn, you bird. Right, maybe the play for streaming Wii games is... Oh, I also love how the second time you go through here, all the pillars and columns that were crashing at you when this was dried out, are now are just permanently there as other platforms. But I'm thinking the play, and I was thinking about this mostly on like those days of, oh yeah, I said I was going to play games with this person, but I'm not really feeling like I want to sit at my desk. If only I had good enough audio quality, I'd take the call on my couch and play connected to the TV. But I was thinking, maybe that's the play for Wii games. Like, figure out how to get it set up there. God, we really choked it at the last yard. Because anything with a sensor bar, it's kind of hard to do it on the desk. Just because of where it all is. And like, audio quality gets weird as I'm moving back and forth from both. Wait. Is this one of those you dig up in there and so now right now the current's still super fast, so I can't really swim. Wait, Miss, you have a external? Not really. Like, that's part of the problem, that I don't really have either a external headset or... Yeah, well, I have an external mic. Like, my microphone right now is on a boom arm. So, getting it... Oh, wait. There we go. So, getting it over there would be a problem. I might have enough cord to make it, but I don't think I have a stand. My microphone didn't come from one. I gave the stand away with my old one because that was a package set, and I use like a boom arm Used to use a blue snowball years ago. Found the headset made it easier to... Yeah, the headset's definitely better for mobility. Most of the time, it's not really an issue because... Oh. Those dudes. Alright. Just finding where all these notes are. There we go. Fine. Yeah, the headsets usually don't have the better quality because there's a couple of things. Like, I have a XLR mic, so it has the Bentsa cord. It's a lot more stable. They're able to do some things to get a better quality internally with stabilization, and it's also like much bigger. Like, for as much as you can do with micronization, the truth is if you have something the size of your fist that you can jam pack with technology, then you're going to have something that's better than like something the size of your finger. Yeah, you have better dynamics, bass pickups, bass pickups. And the other thing is that for the mics, for the headset mics, if you're looking at comparable prices of like a stand mic for this much or headset mic for the same amount, you're probably going to get... Oh, sweet. Right there. You're probably going to get a less impressive microphone quality for that, because you're also getting feedback. You're paying for the headphone tech and the mic. Gotta head out, brother. Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks for coming by, and hope you have a good night. Appreciate talking to you, and glad you could find your favorite quote. Hey, fish dude. Nice search bar for the prince would make it back safely. Man, that is some sunk cost nonsense of... Yeah, so the search parties aren't coming back for the lost people, but... Ow. Ow. One. Well, I didn't get him, but he didn't get me, so... There we go. Did you see my Discord says? Hang on, I don't think so. It's not displaying right now because I have streamer mode on. But I will definitely see it tomorrow. That is it's on the top 10 list of things to look at. Alright, where's the next one? Ah. Well, we're going that way. Have fun with your ice wall, weird ice watching fish. Ah. Yep. I know that these are like up on the sides. I'm not in... Oh wait, that was for what? I really love this area of Zora's domain because climbing up the waterfall, well, it's a massive pain that you do have to do for a couple of reasons, for like a couple of times. Oh wait, treasure chest. It's going to be money that I can't hold. Yep. Just put that back. The funniest thing is that that's a feature that was meant to just be... It was meant to be a massive help to people like, oh yeah, so you don't grab 300 rubies out of chests and not get a single piece of it because, you know, you had a full wallet at the time. Oh hey. Another one. Just want to see how much is in there. Yeah, of course not. They're loaded with money. Why do you... Oops. Wolves are absolutely loaded with cash. Why do you think that they always drop some on defeat in games? They're rich. Alright, let's try that again. But with slightly less falling off. Exactly. Alright, I think that area might be like top. Like you gotta climb all the way. I could warp, but oh, it's because in Helldivers 2 and Found you can't rotate a gun in such a way that you can look at it too down the inspection menu. You're talking about how stupid didn't add the Z-axis, so maybe my other quote is sign in with PM. Oh, I saw the sign in with the PlayStation Network. I didn't see the Z-axis bit at the end. Helldivers is a funny game. I've been getting back into it because I finally got enough super credits to actually afford a new battle pass. Personally, I think they really could do with another free one, just because it's been a while and they kind of have had a... Oh yeah, we definitely gotta play more. They've kind of had an instance where a lot of people left and then a lot of people came back. And admittingly, oh, that'd be so nice if I have bombs, but unfortunately, wolves cannot pick up money. Wolves cannot use high-grade explosives. The wolves can also not climb up there, so we are warping. Come on. There we go. Like, it would just be like a nice thing of, hey, thanks for sticking with us through all the hot nonsense that happened over the last year. Have a free little thing. Even if it was like no weapons and mostly cosmetics, it'd be nice. Yeah? There we go. The other thing is that I don't really want it. I've considered, because like I've put so many hours in it, but I kind of don't want to pay money for that game, just because I have, out of all the options that lets you just unlock stuff while grinding or just through playing, by the fact that I don't have to pay for it, I don't feel the need to pay for it, like buy the battle pass, I'm kind of dedicated to not. Which means either one or two things. I'm either going to have to get a lot better at super credit grinding, or B, actually play lower level missions online with other people than says solo. Yeah. Only waterway connects to Hyrule Castle. The first time I played this game, it took me so long, because in spirit mode I couldn't really see where they were going. So it took me so long to realize that to get from Lake Hylia back to Hyrule Field, you had to go through this specific tunnel. It was a massive pain. Oh yeah, rock in the middle of the stream. Love that for them. Little game Twilight Princess soft lock. Got the... Wait, what's a bridge glitch? I haven't heard of the bridge glitch. Speaking of bridges and the like, I don't... No, I think this is just... Right, I remember now. You're not sniffing out... We already know where Ralts is. So we're not trying to sniff him out. That's another scent trail. Oh, the bridge gets destroyed at one point. If you save reload, you can put you on the wrong... Oh! Oh, Bridge of Eldin. That... Yeah, that is... That's wild. I guess you have to be... like a little bit unlucky to get that or cause that to happen, where it's like you get basically to where I am right now and then have to save or quit and or leave and come back later, and you do it just at the right point where soft block. Hey dude, I actually think one thing they need for the game is not just one more enemy, but two. I know they have Illuminate coming, but after most of a year, just the bots and bugs are losing luster. I think 3 enemies can still get sailed a bit slower. I think with 4 you have to cycle through. Yeah, that's true. There is kind of an issue, and I think they know that out of all of the factions they have, like, yeah, I remember people saying that, or seeing that, yeah, you fight the bugs, or more people are fighting the bugs. I actually think more people like the bots, or at least by the amount of major orders there. And they've recently been having a lot of major orders where they're forcing the community to, like, go 2 ways. Like, oh yeah, there's stuff happening on the bots front, and also the bugs front. It would, which I feel would have been nicer at the start, where it's like, yeah, both fronts are open for major orders, so you can fight your favorite enemy or both enemies and not have to worry about, like, not contributing to the metagame or whatever. But yeah, I do think that a lot of people would appreciate it, because, like, the Illuminate have been pointed at as a thing for a while, or hinted at, but not really anything has really happened with there. So I personally, I think it would be cool if they, actually they can't really do that, because the bots and bugs are basically the same factions from 1 as they had, but modernized. The love-hate relationship with this. Yeah, I can see being soft-locked and not quite understanding why, being a big reason why you have a relationship with this game that is at most love-hate. One thing I feel like the game does so well, though, the bots play yeah, it definitely does. I think that might be a problem that they're having with balancing the Illuminate, because they work a different way in 1, I know, than you can easily reproduce in 2's 3D environment. So I think they're trying to figure out what their gimmick can be while still making it feel fair. Because I remember that they involved a lot of teleporting and shields and stuff that could be frustrating. I have to add third. Yeah, that's the thing, that I feel like they largely have 2 because they have to make a completely unique feeling for third. Yeah, especially starting from scratch, that they don't really have a template for what that 4th would be. Just a template of what it can't be. Can't be horde-based, can't be traditional shooter feeling. Has to be something new and fresh. I'm still hoping... Ugh. Speaking of bugs... Gross. I'm still hoping that eventually the Automaton and Bug Front join together. And... this thing's so gross. And we get Robo-Bugs that play like a mix of both. Like, they're a lot weaker individually than the Automatons. but they have a few more tricks than the bugs. Like, they come in a good amount of, like, good horde feel, but not too, I don't know, it's a weird idea. Basically, I would like to see either Terminid automatons or cybernetic Terminids. Rude. Well, eventually, you can't be horde, can't be tradition, can't be magic base. Yeah. It's got to be something completely new. Like, after that, exactly, what's left? I love doing that. Just fighting for democracy. Patently false. It's fighting for theocratically appointed monarchy. Fighting for theocracy. God damn it, Link. Get your politics. I don't think any Link has a concept of political theory in his head. Like, Wind Waker Link, too young, ain't there. Ocarina Link never stepped out of the commune Kokiri Forest. So I love this thing. It's just a snack. Twilight Princess Link probably has a vague understanding, but there's definitely a lot of like, just status quo's better than this, which, you know, fair. That's kind of just fair in any apocalyptic scenario. You kind of miss what was before. But I don't think the Triforce of Courage carries along a geopolitics degree. Temple Beta Lake Hylia. Before seeking it, you must now bear witness. Oh, I love this cutscene just for how weird it is. This is the backstory. The traditional, oh yeah, so there's three goddesses created Hyrule, blah blah blah. Also, the whole reason that there's a civilization just banished that may or may not be related to the people who created Majora's Mask. So I can see the bots laying out bugs as a tactic against Super Earth. Maybe not robot bugs, but a mix of robots and yeah, that would be fun too. You encounter some bug nests and some bot outposts on the same planet. Sometimes it'll be a bug patrol, sometimes a bot. Yeah, that could get chaotic fast for how... Oh yeah, and just, you know, cutscene of casually cutting down the love interest. Those weird... Maybe that's a theory for this. That between, like, interloopers who excelled at magic and some similarities to the fused shadows to Majora's Mask, like that eye on the shadow. It's one of those things that's like the timeline. I don't think I just ran out of energy, doom anxiety, or tired. Hey, the creepy eye thing people talked. Yeah, that exactly. And thanks for coming by, Pizza, and hope that you're able to get some peace from the anxiety and that calms down a bit. I think the most I'm doing for my anxiety is just not aggressively not thinking about what is occurring today. But yeah, no, Mecha, the one thing that I'm thinking about of like the bot bug connection theory is just because it was probably a visual glitch. Just on my own one. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, imagine if Nintendo cared about Zelda lore. That would be absolutely insane. That they would have no idea how to do that. But no, but there's some glitch like at launch where you were able to find dead Terminids on bot planets. Oh wait, pizza! Thank you so much for rating. I forget that you occasionally pop into other streams where Tab was still up. Perfect. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, and for anyone else who came by too. For anyone new here, I'm Elgitor Bread, Elgitor from Beyond Reality. Found an old man blockbuster full of old games. Decide, yeah, this is the best thing ever. Mostly stream retro, sometimes the new things every now and then. And the funniest thing about streaming for a while is that your raid intro eventually gets so ingrained in your mind that the biggest problem is trying to change or edit it a little bit, and it's just not here. Maybe here for a bit, just keeping an eye on US stuff. Yeah, doom anxiety. Yeah, I'm just thinking that right now, with everything that's happening for that, the best way is to just like, I'll look at tomorrow morning, but there's so many places that are still polling and counting numbers, final tabulation, that we just really won't know until tomorrow. Now, consistent raid intro changes at the moment. Yeah, I have like a handful of variants, but I'm trying to add like a little more stuff of like explaining the other models that I forget to loop it in. My managed these past 2 years have not been great for nerves, so yeah, I get that. As awful as it is to have that constantly and have things fraying your nerves and weighing on you, it's like a resistance workout, that the more you have to deal with something, the better you are at dealing with it. Aaron's ritual famous temple that just disappeared. But in temple so you can't swim there. It's just barely missing the point of a culture-specific temple. Yeah. Anyway, let's shoot ourselves out of cannon. I'm just hoping that this has helped. I'm just hoping that it's helping Fang, because I know that a lot of people use streams as just something to forget and relax to, so if I can just do a little bit tonight, that helps. Okay, but the US election is always just gonna make what worries me way worse. Yeah, that's also something that's on my mind. Like, aside from just being LGBT myself, it's just, there's a lot of people where this will go a lot worse. So I'm looking, breaking news alert. Oh, I didn't. Imagine fighting through a heavy bot outpost, blow up the orbital guns, get pinned down by guard turrets, 20 bots, a Hulk, and then message pops up on stream. Bug. Yeah, that would be awful. That would. That would flatten you. It's bad enough. It's bad enough when it gets to when you're dealing with just a big bug breach. Yeah, we have become unwolfed. We're no longer. We're at the were part of werewolf. Which, funny thing is that I'm pretty sure the linguistic root of were, the were part of werewolf is like actually just human. Like it translates out to human wolf. So like, aware anything else is human whatever. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. I don't know why they decided for lake clowns here. But I'm kind of glad they did. Alright. I have no basis for this at all, but we're going with this one. So philosopher, werewolf, a werewolf or a wild wolf? Depends. It could be a howl wolf. Although, according to Diogenes, a wolf is a featherless biped, ergo it is a man. Okay. Now I just have to not mess this up and get everything. I forgot this rewards this is primarily a monetary reward. Hold a werewolf. Oh, there's the piece of heart. That's the one they're like, okay, people can no! I missed the second best. To my dad tomorrow, at least. He usually helps through nerves, but hey, being reminded how insane. Yeah. Yeah, it's honestly kind of tiring. My full opinion of it is that for the past several elections, the call has been vote blue to save democracy, and after a point, I just have to wonder, why are we still voting for that? It'd be nice if they did something. And the worst part is that it's just kind of weighs on everyone. And like, everyone deserves better than to have to worry about this election, especially people who don't fucking live here. And that's about the extent of the spiel that I want to give on all this, because it's already dwelling on people enough. Alright, side note, but I'm pretty sure that dude is just... The whole mechanism... Actually, wait, shit. Wait, what? That's a boomerang point up there. Also, I just realized this game is... I never knew that was possible. Every time I've gotten that topmost level, it's always been by the same time, or by the same way I got it the first time. Some weird checks and balances where Congress and House are usually different political parties. Yeah. Because, hey, I'm not questioning the engineering, but the thing I realize in despair is, it shouldn't be that big of a surprise, because a lot of games are like this, or a lot of Zelda games are like this, but this is a steampunk game. They have steampunk levels of nonsense technology. Probably able to finish Velgar with every faction of 3. Hell yeah, that's impressive. 3-star, everything, full team loyalty. Maybe Doom lets me sleep. Yeah. That's not a bad solution to stress and anxiety. Like, just pass out and sleep. Something about boomerangs is you can't throw them away. I threw away a boomerang once. I live in constant fear of when it's coming back.
LT Cassiopeia is second in the stream. The
Hey,
coveted
guys.
third is still out there.
How you doing? And congrats on getting second. Hope you're having a good night. I'm being shot at. I should pause. Thanks for the bread. Alright. Where is it? Ah, wrong one. Right one. Get back there.
Pizza Splitter is third. Congratulations.
Hell yeah. Congrats on getting third pizza. Thanks for coming by in the raid. Oh, Dragon Age? I know Kara's play. Oh yeah. I was actually lurking in Kara's stream a while ago, and they're having fun with it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Cass. Leopards eating people's faces. Oh yeah, leopards eating people's faces is one of those things where you can put up a time lapse through the entire a decade every decade in the last century, and that's going to be relevant. Mage my head. Oh. Yes, 2 breads, multiple. The highest record I think is 24. Yeah, they're having computer troubles. We have the frog crown. That's a thing. The frog clown cut. Yeah, there's nothing worse than random unknown tech problems, because goes straight into the air, misses a catch that falls on my face. True's thoughts. Hey man, wanna know what like to be waterboarded? Sane brain. What the actual fuck, dude? Okay. But now you've... Oh, ad break. And guess we're sitting through this. Be back in a bit. Yeah. I thought I dismissed them. Oh, and it just came back immediately. But yeah, I think like My theory, mostly just because I really like the idea of a Link showing up multiple times. I forgot to read the tutorial for this. Ow! I smacked my Wii remote on the table. But like, Ganon has been carried over multiple times. Because like, Ocarina has its Ganon that then appears in Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, in different incarnations. No, because this one doesn't have a Wiimote strap. Oh, I figured out why this one doesn't have a Wiimote strap. There is... Wait. No, wait, never mind. It can have a Wiimote strap. It just doesn't have one. This is like the extra one that I had to grab when the one I was and always used just didn't turn on one day. I should probably put the strap on. I won't. But like, it's one of those theories that I really like, not because of any specific reason. It's just cool. And like, it's in Link's character to be heroic enough to say like, oh, shoot, Ganon's back. Alright, out of my grave. We gotta make sure the next one is up to his shit. It's insane Link doesn't wear a Wiimote strap on his Master Sword. You're gonna lose that thing. I like to think that it's like a... Like, you know this cursed sword that was like fused to the wielder's hand, cannot be dropped? I like to think it's that sort of thing, that ever since the Ocarina of Time where it was knocked out of his hand, the Master Sword like wised up like, alright, we're going to make sure that can't happen anymore. From older game of Link to the Past, as it were. Nice title drop. Anyway, I think that's about where I'm gonna call it. We got some good progress. We didn't quite get to the next dungeon like we did last time. However, I know there's like, if Ace is still lurking, there's like 3 or 4 people who are on the verge of exhaustion that I am largely raiding out to force them to sleep or reconsider. But looking at people to raid, I think we're going to be raiding Caro, if I can get their name right. There you go. They're Frog Clown VTuber. They're using a little hand puppet model, which is pretty cool, playing Dragon Age Velguard, and pretty chill time. They're cool. I'll leave you with a quote about how Americans won World War II. Is it volume by firepower? But yeah, I'll be live this Thursday with Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. PS3. Runs great. Silly as hell. I don't think I'd be a VTuber if didn't leave chili on Laffy's door. That is true. And yeah, I did not learn anything from last time. I had massive connection issues from my PS3 to the capture card, so we'll see. German tank is worth 4 Americans tank. Only problem is they always have 5. That is true. Mass production in tanks was huge because they could just field them so often that it was easier to replace them. But yeah, I hope everyone has as good a night as you can, and honestly, if you have to take some melatonin or sleep aid or something, or just get drunk and pass out, that is valid. Do what you need to. These days don't count. Well, see you around.